Resident Evil.
Alright, so let's begin. So we're going to play as Jill Valentine in this walkthrough. So here we go. Let's get this started. Alright, save successful. Alright, so this is the opening intro scene.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict.
So this is when they
Save
goes
for
and
the
finds
remaining
Kevin,
body of Kevin.
body, who got mauled to death by the dog.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
So basically right now what they're doing is they're looking for the Bravo team members, and Joseph senses that the zombie dogs are stalking the STARS members, obviously. This is like one of the most iconic opening scenes in Resident Evil Remake, basically. Like in the original version, the Joseph's death scene wasn't like that amazing compared to this version. So the zombie dog attacks Joseph right here, and basically the zombie dog falls while Jill watches how this. So it's a pretty epic scene. I hope one day they remake Resident Evil 1, because Resident Evil 1 really deserves another remake in my opinion. But I think Resident Evil Code Veronica needs a remake before Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 0 does. Because Resident Evil Code Veronica is like one of the most popular games within a right. So hopefully Capcom next remake Resident Evil 4. The zombie dog charges Jill, Chris saves her, and then they run to the zombie dog and then head to the mansion. Yep, there's the zombie dog chasing Jill. Chris and Brad runs away. Brad Vickers' nickname is Chicken Heart because he always gets scared so easily. Obviously, that's Brad running away. And Chris and Jill trying to catch up to the helicopter, obviously. And then Wesker saves Chris and Jill from the zombie dogs at this point. Cutscene, obviously. And at this point, Jill sees the mansion, and they run right to the mansion away from the zombie dogs. So, there we go.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
So at this point, they hear the gunshot
that?
from Kenneth, which you see in a
Chris?
film
No.
from a videotape that you get
Jill,
from Kenneth's
go and
body
investigate.
later on in the underground
I'm
laboratory.
going with her.
So you can reveal how Kenneth died.
Chris and I go back a long
everyone
way.
thinks it's Chris, but it's
All right.
actually not.
You two go.
So
I'll secure this
Barry
area.
and Jill go to the dining room to investigate
sharp.
while Whisker stays in the main hall, and Whisker later disappears. So Chris and Jill get into the dining room, basically, and it's Barry says it's now a dining room, basically.
A dining
Yeah,
room?
no shit, Sherlock. It's a dining room, obviously. Like, Barry's one of the most iconic characters in Resident Evil history, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go pick up this ink ribbon right over here. So I'm gonna grab the ink ribbon. So here we go. Grab the ink ribbon, and then I'm gonna run over to where Barry sees a pool of blood near the
I
fireplace.
think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
Yeah, let's just
Let's
hope
just
this is
hope
not
it's
Chris's
not
blood. Yeah, no
Chris's.
kidding, Barry. I don't think it is. So now we're gonna head into the other doorway right over here. So we're gonna head to the doorway. So I'm gonna grab this emblem right over here. So I'm gonna grab this emblem right over here. So we're gonna go into the hallway right over here, and just in time to see the zombie snacking on Kenneth's body, obviously. Mr. Zombie Face! That's the first zombie seen in Resident Evil 1. Now we're gonna run away and go back into the dining room. We'll probably deal with the zombie later on. So Jill goes back in the dining room, and then the zombie somehow
Barry!
goes to the dining room.
What is
Barry
it?
takes care of it.
Look out! It's a
Pulls it in,
monster!
goes back- The zombie gets up and goes back into that hallway.
Let me take care of it! What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
So now we're gonna head back into the main hall to go report what we saw to Wesker. And then just as we were about to open the door, the zombie goes back into the hallway. So we'll go into the main hall, and Wesker is no longer in the main hallway, obviously.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
So now we have to search the hallways to where Wesker went. So let's go look. I'm gonna go look down here. And no, we don't find Wesker until near the end of the game. So we're gonna go over here. And no Wesker. So we gotta report back to Barry.
Barry,
Any luck, Jill?
no, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
So Barry gives Jill the lockpick, which is going to be very useful because when you play as
Thanks.
Chris,
I may
you don't
need
get
it.
the lockpick.
Listen.
You get like the small key,
Something happens.
obviously,
Let's
which
meet up in
is
this
kind
hall.
of at a limited
it?
quantity. I
Okay.
think there's only 3 or 4 small keys in this game when you play as Chris. But with Jill, you get a lockpick, so you don't really have to worry about getting the small keys when you play as Jill. So Jill is going to go back to the main hall, go back to the dining room, where we're going to try to confront that zombie. You don't really have to kill it right away. You could probably avoid it for a little bit. I'm probably just going to save ammo and just not fight it yet. Probably we'll fight it once I get more handgun clips. So now we're going to go back into the dining room, and we're going to get the videotape from Kenneth's corpse, then go into the doorway onto the left. So there's a zombie right there. So there's a zombie right there. We're gonna face him later. I'm not gonna waste ammo because I only have 15 bullets right now at the moment. So this is Kenneth's body. So we grab the videotape, which we can view in the underground laboratory in one of the rooms up on the second floor. So now we're gonna go in here, and there's a handgun clip in the bird cage near the stairwell, and I think there's about a green herb or 2 near the stairwell. So So we're gonna grab the handgun clip from the cage over here, and there's 2 green herbs right over there. Yep. So we're gonna grab that, and then this zombie gets up later on. There's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened in this mansion? Yeah, what the heck happened in the mansion? The T-virus leaked in the mansion. What does it look like? So we'll grab the 2 green herbs, and then we're gonna head up the stairs, where we're gonna probably have to face 1 or 2 of the zombies. So we'll go upstairs, and let's go face some zombies, shall we? So the arrow is right over here, so we have to pick up this arrow. We use this to unlock the secret passageway where the Crimson Head Elder's located, and there's a book where you can get the sword key, which is going to be used to unlock some of the doors in the mansion, and that will lead up to getting the armor key in a little later on. So that's part 1 of the walkthrough. Hope you all enjoy. More videos coming soon. Comment, like, and subscribe. Later, guys.